energy sounds a bit grandiose, but that's because we're really unlimited beings, even if we don't realize that in our human state every day. So let's break down the term infinite energy into the two words that make it up and talk about what each of those mean in the context of 5D leadership. In terms of our infinite selves, we are eternal. Our eternal self, our higher self or soul, is beyond our physical self, although those are integrated parts in this lifetime. It goes beyond our body and our mind into the part of us that pre-existed this lifetime and will continue to exist after this lifetime is over. And that part of ourself is infinite. It's not constrained by the limits of our mind. It's not constrained by the limits of time or space. And that is the self that we are tapping into in order to draw from the wisdom of the universe itself and our higher power within that universe. The second term, energy, is a term that we use frequently in everyday life. And energy has a lot of meanings for us, from I woke up with a lot of energy this morning to the energy that fuels our cars and our houses. In this context, we're using energy in its broadest sense. Energy is really all there is. We are made of energy itself. We are electromagnetic beings with a life force that animates us and is part of that higher self. When you think about our bodies and our minds, our brains, we are really built like big batteries. We have electrical charges in our cells. Our heart produces a very large electromagnetic field. Our brain produces a very large electromagnetic field. We're mostly water, so we're kind of like a living, breathing battery. And we have this life force, which is a little bit less definable, but that's an animating force called chi or prana that makes us be alive. When that life force leaves our bodies, we know that the true self or the infinite self is no longer there. As energy, we're constantly transforming, we're constantly evolving, we're constantly changing our physical, emotional, spiritual form as we grow through this lifetime. When we become aware of ourselves as energy, as emotional, physical, spiritual energy, we're really all part of the one energy field that forms the universe. What we'll do in some of the practices that we learn here is to draw on this idea of energy from both traditions that run thousands of years back from various cultures and also modern neuroscience, which is recognizing now the amazing power of our energy, our mind, emotions, our thoughts, our physical being to transform ourselves from the expression of our DNA all the way to our emotional equilibrium and the power to create the future we desire. We really are infinite and infinite energy together. And that's what makes us so powerful as human beings. We are both infinite and eternal beings, and we are energy beings who are in this biodegradable physical space-time experiencing this life, and we have amazing capability to shape our existence for our higher good and the higher good of the universe.